Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. As I often say, words obviously have meaning. And when we want to express an idea, we choose the right words in order to, express whatever we want to express at its best. So we want to make sure that you provide details, there's no misunderstandings. So in this case, we have an article coming from Associated Press, and I'm going to read you the title, and then I'm going to read a little bit the article, and I'm going to show you how these guys supposedly consider the mass of refugees, Ukrainian refugees in Germany, as a positive thing for Germans. Well, let's read and see what's going on here. Associated Press today, June 20th, 2023. Ukrainian refugees, words have meaning, helped push German population up 1.3% last year. I can only guess why they said help. Probably because the Germans, need some people to work because their economy is booming and they need people to work and they don't have them. Or they have unskilled workers, the German population, therefore they need skilled refugees from Ukraine. Which one could be? Let's see how they insult our intelligence. Large number of refugees from Ukraine fleeing Russia's war fueled a 1.3% raise in Germany's population last year. I think Germany is about 84 million. So they got what? About, Jesus Christ, I don't even want to think about it. So the German population last year helping push up the number of inhabitants in the European Union's most populous country to more than 84.4 million. Should they celebrate? Is this still Germany? Or going to be partly Ukro-German state? Or, I don't know, official statistics showed Tuesday. You know exactly what I mean. Germany's population expanded by 1.12 million in 2022, the Federal Statistics Office said. That compared with an increase of just 0.1% or 82,000 people the previous year. The word here is just. So that means more is better. My God, you screw your country, man. You screw your country. As we do ours. Oh, yes, mine too. All of Germany's 16 states saw their population increase. The largest proportional increase were in the country's two biggest cities, Berlin and Hamburger, yes, which both saw a rise of 2.1%. At the end of last year, Germany was home to 12.3 million people with only foreign citizenship. The statistics are just foreign citizenship, not dual. Of those 1.34 million Turkish citizens, Erdogan is proud about it, a substantial minority in the country for decades made up the biggest single group. There were also 1.05 million Ukrainians, an increase of 915,000 compared with 2021, and 883,000 Syrians, an increase of 48,000. An increase of 48,000. Okay, well, you got it, man. You got it. Diversity is your strength too. Good. Overall, the number of foreign citizens living in Germany was up 1.4 million, while the number of German nationals declined by 309,000. So, yeah. They call it somehow, I can't use it here because it's politically incorrect. But it seems like the Germans are going out and other people are coming in. That is, the Germans are being, I think it's called placed, declined by 300, largely because there were more deaths than births. As a result, the proportion of population with German citizenship rose from 13.1 to 14.6. The proportion of population without German citizenship rose from 13 to 14%. Woohoo! Deutschland, über niemals nicht, whatever. You know what I mean? So, you get refugees in your country, I'm guessing unskilled and poor, ready to take any job if they're allowed, at any price. That means they will depress the wage of the Germans. That means if I showed up over there, and let's say I'm a laborer, and you work for 20 euros an hour, pipe laying job, and I say, well, I'm not going to, hey, excuse me, Hans, I'm not going to do it for $20, 20 euros an hour. I'm going to do it for 5 euros. What do you think Hans will do? Fire Rudolf or Adolf out and get in Sergei for 5. What do you think will happen with the Germans' house, life, children, vacations? Out. They're gone unless they say, excuse me, Hans, I have a counter offer is going to be 4 euros. And the Ukrainians say, no, I'm going to go 3 euros. How can you have, and the whole market is going to decrease like this. And why do you need these guys in when your economy is in a recession? Original legal recession. That means your country is going down. You need more labor? You can't do it with the people that you already have. You fire people. You lay off population because you're not producing. Your economy is going down, and you bring more. Those will compete with the Germans, and you know when they compete, what happened? The businesses will have a very, very cheap labor force. They can, because you're going to compete. You need to eat, you need food, you need shelter. So there's going to be this competition. Hans with Sergei. Who do you think is going to win? Sergei. I tell you why. Because, not Hans, Rudolf or Adolf. These guys already have a lifestyle. They lived under a certain lifestyle. These guys, for them, everything they find here, 3 euros an hour will give them a standard of living in Germany above where they come from. So for them, it's still going to be up. For you, dropping from 20 euros an hour, dropping to 5 or 4 euros an hour, would get what? 75% of your lifestyle. 75%. So bye-bye Mercedes, BMW, and Opel, and Volkswagen. No. Bicycles. Or I'm walking. Yes, indeed, I'm walking. That's what you're going to do. Which is good for your health and environment in the same time. Man, the same thing with these guys. Our economy is booming. Oh, really? And you bring cheap work in, labor. The problem is this. University professors, CEOs, engineers, and other people working in other strata of the population, jobs, they are not threatened by the poor immigrants coming or refugees. No, because when you show up over there, let's say you are you used to be a university professor where you come, let's say from Ukraine. This guy says, show me your diplomas. You're going to show them your diplomas and you're going to say, you're not accredited here. That means your diploma means squat. So my job is safe. Ta-da-la-la-la-la. Go back to school, my man. That's what they do. United States as well. But the pipe layer cannot say the same thing. Hey, excuse me, Sergey, show me your diploma, your credentials for pipe laying. They're right here. Ready? Let's go. Okay, you're accredited. Go. Bye-bye, Adolf or Rudolf or whomever. It's a great Germany. Fantastic. I can't believe... I can because I don't have a lot of faith in human... Anyway, why? Direct experience. Just go around and find out what's going on. And you understand. I mean, if you don't see it that way, maybe not you, but if someone doesn't see it that way, probably because they're part of it. And they don't see it. Hey, we're good, man. Yeah. So, bring more. I'm not saying that those Ukrainians should not be helped to a certain extent and to how much the population wants, but you get so many people over there, and I'm not talking about only about the Germans. This is an unchecked. Do you think those guys are going to go back to Ukraine? Let me give you this example. Me. When I was much younger, if I would have been able to get to Germany at one point, okay, and stay over there, I would have stayed over there and work for nothing compared with those guys. For nothing. Why? Because where I come from, things were bad, very bad, and not as bad as in Ukraine right now and before. So for us, coming over there, anything over there is fantastic. If you stay in a little, they call them lager, I think it's a German anyway. You stay over there. That for us was like a hotel. For you it was, ooh, that's the expectations. That's why a lot of people come here and stay like 5 families in one house, and the house is, I don't know, 5,000 square footage. Why? Because they can afford. They go and work like crazy, put money to the side, and they pay for rent, what? $300, $400? 5 families, boom, right there. They have the money. Yeah, but they leave one family in one room. Can you do that? No, you can't. You have a different lifestyle because you live in a different country. You come from different level. You just screw your countries. That's what's going to be. And that's it. I'm not saying, oh, what are you going to do with those refugees? Well, this is what I would do with those refugees. I will make sure that they are very nicely kept with food, with everything they need temporarily, and then make sure that those people that I have them over there, after the thing is done over there, I take them all and I'm going to bring them over there. Okay? With the taxpayers' money. Because right now billions are going over there to fight those guys, and not only keep a government funded over there, I will make sure I get them out. That's what I'm going to do. And you want to come over here? Let me see what kind of person you are. If I want you here, that means you have an education. Do you have criminal history? Do you speak German a little bit? What kind of person you are? How many kids are you going to come with? Are you going to come with 20 kids and 5 wives? What's going on? I want to make sure that you are an asset to me. And not only I am an asset to you. But it's somehow these guys work like, who makes these decisions? Not the politicians with the interests behind them. In their, anyway. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. And these guys are helped. They helped increase the population 1 point something. They helped. But they do it, and people, yes, they helped us increase because we are so dumb, we cannot even make sure that we can support our lives and our country. All of a sudden, we can't. I mean, we were able for hundreds of years, but all of a sudden, we can't. We need some other people that cannot figure out their lives to come over here. How does that make sense? We need Ukrainians to help us because we can't. We did it just fine without them. And they did it just not fine without us. And they come here and they're an asset all of a sudden, where they come from they were not an asset. Look at economically. How come now they're an asset to me when in their countries were not an asset? They were earning what? I think its GDP was like $4,000 over there, 4,500 GDP in per capita. I'm sorry, per capita. But if you come here, you're going to be an asset. Somehow you're going to bring your ingenuity, and we're going to need you as a laborer. And what does that do? I told you. Hans, Sergei, and Rudolf or Adolf or Wilhelm, however you want to call the Deutsche guy. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. My God.